Good day, viewers. You are on to People's Voice Media, the relationship segment. I'm Ego Chukwemeka by name, and today we are going to be discussing on balancing in-laws relationship in marriage. Here with me on the studio to discuss this, in my very far left, is Dr. Bako.
Hello viewers, good to have you on today's episode of the Alpha Spouse Relationship on People's Voice.
And here
Media.
by my side is Dr. Ogocha.
I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be here, Doctor. Thanks for bringing me to speak on this topic.
So, it's just becoming something that is rising and rising, although it has been there before. It has been an issue between the mother-in-law and the wife married into a home.
Mm-hmm.
But now we are seeing a new trend altogether, just like what happened recently on the social media, where we find that lady who was getting married on that very marriage day, misreacting as a result of the fact that the in-laws were helping her to pick the money. Now, let's come by this. What do we define an in-law? Who is an in-law? Let me start, Dr. Kocha.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ego. Thank you so much. An in-law is a relative.
Okay.
An in-law is a family member.
Okay.
Family member not by blood,
Okay.
but a family member you gain through marriage.
Okay, that gain
That
through
you
marriage.
gain through marriage.
Okay.
So they are the family members you gain through marriage. Relations you gain through marriage. They are in-laws. That means that an in-law is part of the marriage.
Okay, it's a part of the family,
It
and
is.
that marriage has made them one.
It has made them one.
Okay, in our own culture
Yeah.
in Nigeria, like from the Igbo where you came from,
Yes, yes.
the marriage is not being consummated.
Mhm.
You don't give a lady into marriage except you have a very good knowledge about the in-laws,
Mhm.
now the family background where is going into.
Exactly.
So why is it that this lady now is seeing the in-laws as strangers, as not being part of the marriage? Because she reacted, why should the in-laws be picking the money, without consent or whatever?
See, Dr. Ego, the people believe that Africa is not civilized. So, because our culture is not civilized, it is good for us to adopt certain things from America or from Europe. But let me tell you something. When you go through indices, you understand that America and Europe, even science, is learning certain things from African culture. For example, there are sicknesses when they talk about it now. They say, check his mother, check his father.
It's hereditary.
It's hereditary. That's science for you.
Okay.
Now, when you come to Igbo culture,
Yeah.
even in marriage,
Okay.
they said, check his mother, check his father. All right?
You'll be able to tell what is
Exactly. You'll be able to say, the tendencies
Yeah.
of a particular person you are dealing with.
Okay.
Now, this can tell you how wise, the African culture is.
How rich.
How rich it is, how the extent of wisdom.
Yeah.
Now, before you marry, in the culture where I came from, people will go from my family to my in-laws, community.
Before the marriage.
Before,
becomes
yes, and ask questions.
And ask questions.
They won't even know that they are my people.
Okay.
Ask questions to know how, does madness run in their blood?
What is obtainable in
Do
the
they
background.
steal? All right? Are they temperamental? Are you getting it? Because the truth of the matter is that there are certain things you cannot find out only by dating. I can hide a character for 3 years because I want to achieve something. But when a background check is done, you will see that everything the family is, you will get to know. So you will know what you're about to step into. Are you getting it? And I think the African culture regarding this thing is so wonderful.
So what is wrong about the in-laws picking the money?
Now, what I'm going is, if they had made, they have been due diligence, it would have been very clear that, that lady's family, I may say, there could be greed. There is, you see her display greed. You see her display distrust. Now, for crying out loud, how do you know that the in-laws will not pack this money and bring back to you?
Exactly.
And what even if the in-laws take that money, is that the only money you can get in your lifetime?
Exactly.
So I see there is no rationale, because I see some people come on social media and say, well, we support her because that's a red flag. What is a red flag?
What kind of like red flag?
They say it's because the guy will end up being mommy's
Boy.
that he
How
can't
does
correct. So you expect him to stop dancing and start telling his people, don't pick money.
Allow my wife's people to
Allow my wife.
Pick the phone.
Wouldn't you crucify him as the most stupid human being on the earth if I had done that?
Okay, Dr. Opako,
Yes,
what
sir.
would you say about that lady? Because there are some hidden facts about that lady from that very action.
Yes, sir. In today's marriage world and in today's relationship, I've come to realize that so many young people, especially from the female folks, have a wrong understanding of what marriage is about, sir. Their interest is just what they want to obtain. You know, that is why I respect our elderlies who married in the early 80s, early 90s, early 60s. They have this cultural, background about what marriage should be. And if you really watch them, they last in marriage. So it's a pity that today's generation of young people don't want to imbibe this rich and healthy culture into what marriage should be, because those marriage of them, that is how marriage should be today, even though we live in a civilized world. So my observation about that lady in particular is that there is an expectation from the family she comes from. Probably when you get married, you need to make all the money you can make. So I think that's what led to that action on that particular day.
Let me say that, is it right for her to see her in-laws as strangers to her marriage?
My answer is no, sir. Practically no. That is to tell you her background, her mindset, her expectation, what she has in mind, her thought pattern, what the parent or the mother has told her as you go to that marriage, make sure you obtain. So a lot of young people these days, especially the female folk, they have a mindset of obtaining in marriage. That is why they see their in-laws as enemies, as unfriendly friends, as unwanted girls,
Strangers,
as strangers. Yes, but yes, sir.
Their dreams.
Yes, sir, and they forget that they need those in-laws in their marriage success story. For example, I love talking about my marriage. When I got married to my wife, I discovered that my wife, sister-in-law, wasn't really friendly to me, like I said. And I like why that behavior towards me. And I found out that because she has maybe a background of men treating women with disrespect, so every man who will come to
So she was apprehensive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
She wouldn't want to
Yes, sir.
also accept your
Yes,
relationship
exactly.
with
Yes,
your
sir.
sister.
But by wisdom and by, I call it the wisdom of the elders, I was able to manage her, and today we are best of friends. And when my wife misbehaves, when I inform her, she speaks to my wife and my wife aligns. My sister-in-law played a positive role in the steadiness of our marriage as of today. So no marriage can do without the in-law.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Dr. Okocha, who do we put this blame? Is it the woman in question, or is something she has got from her
The parents,
maybe running in the family, seeing the in-laws? Should we? He just answered no, that we shouldn't see our in-laws as strangers.
Yeah.
We should see them as part of the family.
Yes.
But when we have such issues, or someone coming up, to see the in-laws as not being part of the relationship or marriage and haven't thanked them as strangers, where do you think such thought will be coming from?
Okay, Dr. Manuel made some valid points as regards not putting in-laws, on the fence, getting them involved. Even though I will admit that some in-laws are overbearing, but in his story he said that he was able to manage
The situation.
with wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah.
And the same person that he thought that never wanted the marriage is the one playing a major role right now
In the marriage.
in the marriage to make things align. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So in a situation like this, as regards that particular thing that happened, well, I am not blaming that young man, because there is nothing I would have expected him to do on that very day. If it's me, even if what my parents are doing is getting me offended, I will not ridicule them in public.
She would not have reacted.
I will not react. I will not make mess of my own parents
Okay.
in public.
Okay.
Because it actually shows she was not properly brought up.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean on the guy right now. But on the girl, see, if you want to, diagnose the content of that display, I mean, you will so irritated and so discouraged about, certain upbringings. I'm not blaming that girl alone because I don't know where she's coming from. Do you know there are parents, especially mothers, that will sit their daughters down and give them certain ideas,
Orientation.
Yes,
orientation.
that is wrong.
And that's what those ladies are running with.
Wait.
All right, you can see a woman that she and the husband had issues, and she left with the daughter. She would tell the daughter, "Be careful of men." Are you getting it? Men are bad. If you enter into marriage, you see how your dad pushed me out.
Don't allow a man to
Be,
outwit you.
be careful and start planning for yourself. And this is why most ladies go into marriage with transaction mentality.
Mentality, yes.
With a trace of insecurity.
Yes.
Dr. Ego, this morning I read something on the Facebook how a man, he's still in coma, how a man went on coma when he realized that the house he has been paying for the past 10 years is owned by the wife. I read it this morning. He has been paying for the past 10 years as a tenant, not knowing that the wife is the owner of that house. And you know that it's difficult. Some men can do this, but it's difficult for a man to do this. And why? Because the orientation they're giving to men, all right, you are the provider, you are this. So I believe it's orientation thing. That girl might have not been properly brought up. Because where do you know your in-law? You are just getting into marriage that day.
Yeah.
Even if there is one that made one or two statements, I have never seen a man that just come and every in-law say, When I wanted to marry my wife, even one in-law say, that your husband there. My wife said, what's the problem? She couldn't find anything. She said, his eyes are bad. Is that what I mean? What happened to my eyes?
Yeah.
Are you getting? This is my nature. People will always make one or two statements. Do you understand? So even if there is one in-law that will say one or two things, that shouldn't make you from the first day demonize them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or see them as an enemy. Or something.
And then to a point that you couldn't self-control yourself.
Yes.
On that day, you have to remove your. I mean, I just pray that one ignorant idiot will find her and marry. But I'm telling you that any man who thinks, any man who is rational, can never marry such a woman that does not have self-control.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Yes, please.
I just want you to give us a parting word. Now, what can you say to our viewers in respect to just this discussion? How can we balance the in-law relationship
in every marriage?
Just in one word. And the in-law is a part of the family, and in African culture, in-laws are included as part of the family. What will you leave with the audience?
Well, it's just wisdom. Yeah, we should expand our tolerance, space, both from the in-laws that might not want a certain lady to come in, because some in-laws are too overbearing too. Maybe they had someone they had in mind. And then when this one is coming, no. Everyone should, when a man makes a choice, a woman makes a choice, we should respect their choices and support them in that relationship. With that, I think it can work.
Yeah, okay, Dr. Pago, before you say your own words,
Yes, sir.
One of the things that we are notable there is that she sees that very action as a red flag. What would you say about this grace about red flag in a short word?
All right, sir. Like sir, as a guest here said, you see, some ladies have a mentality of obtaining. I'll put it in that word. They come to the marriage and this marriage I'm coming to. Let me say the way it is in Nigeria. Like I'm coming to this marriage to come and obtain, to come and achieve as much as I can achieve.
They call it billing.
Yes, or billing. And let me tell you something, for viewers watching, it will never make you have a longing marriage. Go check every marriage that I've ever succeeded, some 20 years, 25 years, some 30 years. I even had a prominent man of God's marriage will be 59 years old this July. So in my mind, like, wow, 59 years of marriage, boy. So a lot of young people, especially the ladies, they need to learn how to be tolerant. They need to learn how to be, patient. They need to learn how to be friendly. You want to marry your husband and you don't want to relate with your husband's mother, which is your mother-in-law, or your husband's father, which is your father-in-law, and you want your marriage to thrive and to last long. Hey, it's not going to work.
Thank you so much
Yes,
for
sir.
your word, and
Yes,
I
sir.
also want to leave this word to our viewers. Our in-laws should not be, separated from marriages.
Yes, sir.
They should be accepted.
Yes, sir.
And also, if the in-laws should as well know their boundaries.
Yes, sir.
What they should do and what they should not do.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for being part of this
Yes, sir.
video.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being part of this very talk.
Yes, sir.
Thank you and God bless you.